Ford and Chevy have both unveiled their electric trucks, so Ram is the only one left among the three big brands, and it looks like they're gonna release it as a 2024 model. But what will it look like? They released a couple of teasers, and what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna show you what my interpretation of the front end of these teasers are going to look like in the production version. But before we do that, I wanna have a look at the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Silverado EV and compare their two very different philosophies into turning their best-selling trucks into EVs and what actually changed in the design, because it's pretty fascinating to see how big of a difference in their design philosophy and approach they both had, since they're both very big brands. So here we have the Ford F-150. So we're gonna go in and redesign the Ram in just a minute, but before I do that, I just want to show you this. So this is the Ford F-150 2021 model, and what was new here is the front end graphics, specifically the headlight, as you can see going down right here, almost looking like a GMC Sierra right there a little bit with those headlights. But what I love about these headlights is that they continue down in the bumper right here. So you have the same kind of line following this LED and continuing into the bumper, creating a connection between the top half right here and the lower half of the front end fascia, kind of connect the two with this LED. I also like this grille that we have on the limited edition. It's not chrome, it's more like a satin finish to it. Overall, it's just a clean looking design in the front face, and I prefer this front face of the regular F-150 over the Raptor, because the Raptor has two pod lights down here that kind of looks like an aftermarket thought or something like that. I like this a lot better. Now, looking at what they did turning the F-150 into an EV, is they kept very much the same proportions of the F-150, the standard truck, and we now have this big light bar, which seems to be a very common trend these days, specifically in EV trucks. You have it on the Silverado, which we're going to look at in just a minute, in the Rivian, in the Cybertruck. I'm probably missing some. The Hummer also has a light bar in the front end, so it seems like that's a key feature of new EV trucks. But I don't think the Ram is going to have that, and I'm going to show that in the rendering in just a minute. So looking at what they did here, they kept the same kind of styling, the same kind of separation between the top and the lower part of the front end graphics. We have a clean housing of the front end graphics, cleaner than we have in the internal combustion engine. There's a lot going on. For example, these angles right here, as you can see in the graphics. But here it's just pretty much a rectangle, and of course the grille itself is now covered up, because we don't need to have those air intakes in the front end. I like it. I think the approach that Ford did here was to not scare away current customers of the F-150 and transition them smoothly into the thought and possibility of driving an EV. And that change in itself is already so big that I think they wanted to restrain the EV design and keep it as familiar as possible to make the transition easy, like mentally, from people buying the regular F-150 and considering buying the EV down here. So let's have a look at the side view here, and I can just show you just how similar these are. We have the typical three-box solution in the design of the Ford F-150, obviously, and we also have this typical dip in the window, which is also a identifier for the side view of a Ford, giving you better visibility. When you look down this way, you have more of glass surface right there, but it also makes you feel like you're sitting very high up inside the greenhouse. It's kind of a unique feeling for Ford F-150s, but it's a clean looking truck. I have no complaints about this design. It's the basic elements of what a truck is supposed to look like. And as I said, they kept the same kind of graphics and proportions specifically in the F-150 Lightning. So a very conservative approach. We do have, of course, different headlights and different taillights. I really like the design of these taillights right here, and you also have a light bar in the rear end of the F-150 Lightning. Now let's have a look at the Silverado, because the changes here compared to the internal combustion engine Silverado is just massive. The change of philosophy of how Chevy designs a truck. So here up top we have the beautiful, I think this looks good, a lot better than the outgoing pre-facelift. This is the facelift of 2022, where we have the larger LEDs in the front end, which I think is a necessary change because the previous ones look so thin in that area that you can barely tell what it is. You can barely see the light strip at night. This is definitely going to shine up the night and also give it a clear front fascia that you're looking at a Silverado at night. We have a nice framing of the top end graphics right here, as you can see, and it's separated by this cut line going into the bumper down in the bottom. We also have a new treatment of this area in the facelift. We have, I'm not sure if this is a functional air vent right there, and this is the high country trim, so you have a little bit of chrome in the grille here, which I think suits the Silverado overall. It's a good looking truck, and Silverado has a specific design feature in the front end that makes it a Silverado, and that is that this body panel right here sticks in to the headlights and kind of creates this little island or peninsula there of body colored piece that sticks into the actual front fascia of the truck. Now, looking at the Silverado EV, just have a look at this massive change in everything, in the graphics, in the proportions, and in the philosophy of how they designed this truck. We have, of course, the light bar in the front end looking really thin and clean, and also a lit up logo of the Chevy right there. And then we have a little bit of a confusing design with the headlights right here. So these are the headlights, and these are just the daytime running lights. The actual functional headlights are these right here, but the treatment around these headlights and the surface itself, the outline of these headlights, is kind of irregular. It's an interesting shape, which definitely creates some unique design for the front fascia of the Silverado EV, and I like it. It looks clean. You can definitely tell that this is an EV because we don't have an open grille here like we have on every other Silverado that really shows off the front end grille proudly in every single trim level. That is now covered up here in the Silverado EV, and I think it looks good. It definitely has a very distinct or unique front fascia that you're not going to mistake it for anything else than the Silverado EV. Down here, I do like the graphics in the front, in the bottom here as well, and I like that they didn't put any chrome on this design. I just don't think it would suit the EV Silverado. It would suit the high country, for example, but if you want to move forward in the future, high tech, chrome doesn't really seem to be fitting there, and I'm really glad that they skipped that on the EV. Now again, looking at the side view real quick, we have a traditional looking truck here with a little bit more styling than the Ford F-150 in these lines right here. I do love this line, the shoulder line that cuts from the bed and then goes in to the greenhouse here as well, into the second box of this design. So we have box number 1 being the engine, 2 being the greenhouse, and 3 being the bed. I always want to have some connection in the graphics between these, and you can see we have 2 here. We have this line, shoulder line, and then we have the bottom line right here, also cutting in this piece right here into the box number 3. Creates a nice flow, and you also have this line cutting in from box number 1 to 2. So we have a connection between all of these boxes, which makes it look less of a, like 3 different volumes. It was just stuck together. We want to connect those volumes with the help of graphic design. I think Chevy did a great job with that. Now, moving down to the Silverado EV down here, this looks like, I've said this before, this looks definitely like a modernization of the Chevy Avalanche, which was a unibody truck, and this is also a unibody truck. And the Ram is also going to be a unibody truck when it comes out in 2024, but it has a very smooth design. But this piece right here is something that's been sort of like a topic of discussion, because it maybe intrudes a little bit on the functionality of the bed, but at the same time you can fold down this entire seat right here, so you have a massive bed sticking all the way this long into the actual greenhouse. So I'm not sure if it's actually gonna intrude on the bed usability. Maybe loading capacity from the side is gonna be a little bit intruded by the angle of this, but overall I think it looks like a really cool truck, the Silverado EV. I have massive respect for Chevy for actually creating something that looks so futuristic when they're making a Silverado, which is one of the best-selling, if not the best-selling model they have on sale today. So it's kind of a big deal and very brave of Chevy to put out something that looks so completely different from the internal combustion Silverado up here. So now let's jump into the redesign and let's get going here and see what we can make out of the spy photos that I showed you earlier in the video and kind of implement that into the front fascia of a current Ram truck. I think it's gonna be one of the best looking EV trucks. I've always been a fan of Ram designs. I thought they stood out more than the Ford F-150s and the Chevy Silverados just because I liked the styling better. And that's also the reason why I got myself a Ram Rebel, which I absolutely love. I love the front fascia of these designs. It looks like a smooth, a beautiful truck. And not so much the Silverado and F-150, they look good, but they have this usability design to it, so it's more of a functional design, but the Rams, I think, look actually beautiful in the front face. So the 2024 Ram 1500 EV will be an all-new model and the first Ram to be powered by electricity only. And in addition to the body-on-frame construction and standard all-wheel drive, Ram says, this is a very, very bold claim here, but that it will go up to 500 miles on one charge. And that would be, if that's true, that would be 200 miles longer than the long-range F-150 Lightning. And they also say that it will be capable of towing more than 10,000 pounds, and the max towing for the F-150 here, for example, is 10,000 pounds. So if this is true, that means that the Ram 1500 EV will have a longer range and more towing capacity than both the Silverado EV and the Ford F-150. In addition to that, you also have, at least preliminary features, is the fast charging speeds of up to 150 kilowatt hours and autonomous driving. It will go on sale as a 2024 model. Prices, we don't really know what the Ram will price the Ram EV, but I'm sure they're gonna have, like the Silverado and the F-150, they both have very base model that sits maybe half, sometimes more than half the price of the top range model. I think Ram is gonna do something similar because it would be kind of stupid not to have a very base model, but we think that the Ram, the base model, will start around $45,000 for the base model, and then it will probably have some version that will go over $100,000, I'm sure, if these stats are correct, with 500 mile range and so on. But looking at this design, I really like what I'm seeing in the teaser images with the evolution of the front end graphics. We now have the two light bars in the front end, the headlights, sticking further into the grille and kind of connects with the Ram logo in the center, and I really like that treatment. It creates a wide looking front end, and also when you have these two lines, it also emphasizes the width even more on both sides, and that it connects through the center logo. It creates this one graphic that is made up of several pieces of elements, but it's one graphic that stretches from one end to the other. Now the lower part of the front end, I'm not so sure about that and what they're going to do with that. I experimented a lot in this redesign to try to figure out what the lower part could look like, and I took a lot of inspiration from the Silverado EV here and implemented that with the what I think is one of the key features of any Ram 1500s, and that is the skid plate that's underneath on the Rebel, on the TRX. I think that design, when you see that design, you can definitely tell that it is a Ram. So I wanted to keep that design but tone it down a little bit and implement that skid plate and the tow hooks better in this new front fascia that we're adding on this Ram 1500 right here. And I think it's gonna be a very, very good looking truck, and one of probably the best looking among the three big ones, the Ford and the Chevy and the Ram. That's always been the case for me, and I think that's going to continue when we go into the electric era of trucks as well, specifically based on the spy photos. It just looks like a very cool design. I'm not going to put too much effort into the side view and make it, the unibody style, because this angle you can't barely tell if it could be a unibody from this side, but I'm gonna work on the side mirrors, may adjust the wheels a little bit maybe, but other than that, I hope that they're gonna keep a very strong identity in their new Ram EV. And again, based on the teaser image, I think they already have that hammered down, in my opinion. Let me know what you think about the Ram teaser images, and is this something that you're interested in, or are you already set on the F-150 Lightning or the Silverado EV or the Hummer too? We have so many EV trucks. I'm just wondering, where the heck is the Cybertruck? When is that going to be unveiled? We've seen so many videos now from the factory of the production version, but I'm just looking forward to seeing that on the streets, because I still can't wrap my head around the design of the Cybertruck. This is definitely going to be more conservative than the Cybertruck, but at the same time it's going to be definitely a more beautiful truck than the Cybertruck. That's 100% certain. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.